Are you ready to wow your friends with a barbecue dish that's as easy as it is delicious? Well, stick around. This video is for you. Let's get into it. All right, gang, so today we're doing mac and cheese, and it's gonna be a very simple recipe that anybody can do. We've got our cheeses lined up here. We've got some pepper jack, some sharp cheddar, some Monterey Jack, a little cream cheese, as well as Velveeta. Velveeta is gonna help get it all creamy for us. And feel free to use whatever cheeses you like, guys. These are just the cheeses that I like, so that's why it's going in. We're gonna season it up with a little bit of Uncle Steve shake. We've got some All-American SPG, as well as his sweet and spicier. Now we're gonna add a little bit of nutmeg just to give it a little earthiness. Now, that's pretty much the base of all of this mac and cheese. We've got our elbow macaroni that's gonna go in it, of course. Feel free to use whatever you like, but I'm just gonna keep it traditional with the elbows. And we're gonna add later our brisket and a little bit of milk to loosen up our cheese sauce. But hey, let's get into making this mac and cheese. Okay, so now here we have all of our cheeses. Now I've already cubed up all of my cheeses, and I've got them here in our pan here that's gonna go on our grill. Now we're gonna go ahead and get this seasoned up because, I mean, we wanna have a seasoned mac and cheese to eat, so that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna start off with Uncle Steve, and this is gonna be the All-American SPG. And this is just a great, fantastic seasoning. There's just a good all-purpose seasoning. And so that's why we're gonna go ahead and add that in there. So we're gonna get some of that put on. We're not gonna go super heavy because we can always adjust our flavors later. Next up, we're gonna go with Uncle Steve's again, and this is gonna be the sweet and spicier. Obviously it's got some sweet to it and it's got some heat, and I'm all about that. So that's why I'm adding in. Now feel free to add whatever seasoning you like, because after all, this is barbecue, no rules, do what you like. Last, we're gonna go in with a little nutmeg. Now, nutmeg is just gonna give it a little bit of earthiness, and it's gonna be one of those seasonings that, you know, people are gonna taste something and they're gonna be trying to figure out what is that. Nutmeg will do that for you. Okay, last in the pool is gonna be a little bit of milk here. Now, this is about a cup of milk here. I'm just gonna add in a cup of milk here just to kind of loosen all of this up once it melts down, just to give us a good cheese sauce. That's what we've got going on for our cheese sauce, guys. Very simple to do. Anybody can do this, right? So all we got to do now is get it on our grill. Now today we're going to be using our Pit Boss 1150 DX, and we've already got it lit up and it's rolling at 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, if you want to do a little extra smoke into it, obviously we can use a smoke tube, and that's what we're going to do today. So we've got it loaded with some pellets. Today I'm using some oak pellets, and we've got it lit up and on the grill. Now when you light up your smoke tube, you want to light those pellets and just kind of let it extinguish itself. That's what I find works really well for me to keep that thing lit and to produce the smoke. So hey, let's get this cheese onto the grill. All right, we're gonna place it right here onto our top rack here. And again, we've got our smoke tube in here smoking away for us. It's gonna fill this chamber with some good smoke to get into this cheese. So we're just gonna let it roll. Hey guys, if you're new here, welcome to the channel. I am Alton, AKA the Dawgfatha, and this is Barbecue Boulevard, where my aim is to help elevate your backyard grilling game. Now what we do here is I show you just simple techniques in backyard barbecue that can make you the star pit master of your neighborhood and with your friends. Everything that I try to do here is going to be super simple and easy that anybody can do. And hey, that's what I do here. Now if you like what you see here, make sure you give that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so that you know whenever I make these videos and they're released on the channel. Come on over and check them out. You know, take some of the principles that you like, don't worry about the principles that you don't like, and hey, just have fun when you're in the backyard grilling, making barbecue for your friends and family. All right, now let's get back to the video. All right guys, we've been smoking this cheese along here for about an hour or so, and we're gonna take a look here. Now at this point, we're just merely gonna move our cheese around just to see where it's at. And we've still got a little ways to go, and it's all good. But this gives us a chance to take a look at this cheese and see if we need to add a little bit more milk to it to loosen it up. Is it going to be a little too tight? And I don't think so. I think we're still looking pretty good. But yet, we still got a little ways to go to get the rest of this cheese completely melted to make a good creamy cheese sauce the way we want it. So, we've given it a good stir here. And we're just going to close up this grill and we're going to let it keep going. So I'll bring you guys back here in a little bit. All right, guys, I am curious, when you are doing your backyard barbecues, what are some side dishes that you like that maybe I need to try out? Pop it down there in the comments and let's talk about it. Okay, guys, we've just passed the 2-hour mark on this, and we're going to take a look here. We're going to just kind of stir it around here just to see where we're at. And at this point, this is when you want to taste this. It's going to be hot, but you know, just be careful, but taste it to see if you need to add any seasoning to it. I already tasted it off camera and I know that this is where we want it. But if you needed to add some seasoning or add some milk to loosen it up more, this is where you would do that. Obviously, if you added some more milk, you might want to let it go just a little bit longer, but I think we are all good here with this viscosity, and it's thin enough. I think we're going to get this off the grill here. All right, so here we go. Now again, this is good enough for me. I do think that we do have a little bit of lumps here and there, which is not bad. We could obviously get a whisk and whisk them out, but man, it's not that big a deal. So we are ready to go ahead and put this mac and cheese together and finish this up. Okay guys, now here we've got our pasta that's already been pre-cooked for us here, and I made sure to leave this just a little firm. I mean al dente plus, just because I want to make sure that it doesn't get mushy when we put this back on the grill here. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to get our cheese sauce introduced to our pasta. So we're just going to pour that in just like that. All right, so we're just going to give this a little stir here, just to kind of get all of this cheesy goodness all over this pasta. Okay, so here we've got some brisket. Now this is some smoked brisket from a previous cook that I did. I just got some, cubed it up, and we're just gonna add it right into our pasta here. And again, we're just gonna kind of mix this through. Now you can add as much or as little brisket as you want. It's all up to you. Again, there's no rules. But we've got this mixed through, and now we're going to get this into our dish so we can get it onto our grill. Okay, now here I've got a cast iron dish that I'm going to be using, and I'm just going to spray it with a little spray oil. Okay, and now all I'm going to do is I'm going to start getting some of this mac and cheese, or brisket mac and cheese, put into my cast iron dish here so we can get it back on the grill. All right, we've got this put into our cast iron here, and I'm just kind of pressing it down to even it out, smooth it around a little bit. All right, and there we have our mac and cheese, or brisket mac and cheese, and we're ready to get this back on the grill. All right, on to the grill we go with our mac and cheese, and we'll get this closed up. All right guys, we've been going here for about 10 minutes or so. Now full disclosure, I went ahead and decided, I pulled the top rack out, put this onto the bottom, and I did add about a half cup more milk just to loosen it up just a little bit more. And now we're ready to go on to our next step here. And I've just got a little bit more brisket, and these are just bigger cubes of brisket that I'm just gonna add right over top of it here, just because I can basically. But we're gonna go ahead and get this put on here. And we're gonna put some more of this shredded sharp cheddar right over the top of this. Just kind of spread it around. And again, you can put as much or as little on here as you want. If you decide you'd rather go with breadcrumbs or something like that, go for it. Again, there's no rules in barbecue, guys. Make it personal. Do what you want to do with it. just have fun with it. Okay, now I've got some brisket on top. I've got my sharp cheddar added on top. I'm just gonna cover it up with a little foil. And we're gonna let this kind of melt away and get ooey gooey for us. All right guys, so we've been letting this go here covered for about 15 minutes. We're gonna take this off here and we're looking good. So I think we're gonna go ahead and get this off. Get it covered up right quick. All right, here we go. All right guys, we've got our brisket mac here rested up. Now this cook was a little over 2.5 hours. We took our time with it, and now we're ready to get into this smoky goodness. So let's check out this brisket mac right here. All right, get the foil off of here. All right, so here is our brisket mac. It's looking good, it's smelling good. Oh man, I'm ready to get into this. So we're gonna go ahead and get us a little bite of this. Get a little brisket off of there. Get some of this mac. A little bit of that cheese off the top there. And yeah, so here's our bite guys right there. Hopefully you guys are getting a good look at that. All right, let's go in. Cheers. This right here is an excellent brisket mac, guys. I'm telling you, you've got to try it. Super simple, anybody can do this. I'm not even gonna keep talking about it because I'm trying to be about it, because this is really good and I've got some brisket mac to get into. So I'm gonna see y'all in the next video, but hey, check out this right here and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this. I'm out. Peace.